Hello, how are we today? Hope you're having an awesome day, whatever part of the day it is for you, in whatever part of the world you are from. So, if you're not getting very far with your prospects or lack of engagement or interaction from followers and people that you're interacting with in social media, you may be missing something. So there's one big thing that a lot of people miss, which is a crucial part of your success in connecting with somebody to build that, oh, I've got comments. Sorry, Olive, have you ever had that kind of reaction, Olive? I've seen a comment from you, Olive. How are you? Great to see. I saw yours is the first comment that came up, Olive, and I'm like, oh, I've got comments. I haven't had comments for days. So great to see you on, Olive. Hello, Shannon. How are you? Hey, Carol. Hey, Kate. How are you? Good to see you jump on. Hey, Charlene. Isn't it funny how excited I am to get comments back today? I don't know how many lives I've just done recently where I haven't been able to see comments, and so I've got my backup phone and I'm looking at your comments on my lone live on my backup phone. So I'm very excited that I've got comments here today and that you can interact with me and I can read it. Awesome. So if you are coming in with me live, please say hello. Put the palm tree emoji down below. That's the mascot for our community here. Great to see you, so excited. Isn't that sad though, Olive? I'm excited about seeing comments. You excited me, Olive. Hey, Rebecca, how are you? So put the palm tree down below, say hello if you're catching the... Oh, you got a top fan badge today, Carol. How cool's that? Love it, love it. So comment in. What's up, Jennifer? How are you? How's things going? Can't wait to see you soon on the other side of the world. So we've got palm trees coming in. That's awesome. So the palm tree is, hey Emma, the mascot for our awesome community here. If we've not met before, my name is Helen Martin. I'm your online crew captain, and we have, good to see you, good, Rebecca. Hey Tony, how are you? We have the most awesome online crew community here. And we are representative of home-based business owners, which could be, where's my top fan badge? Well, Jennifer, that just means that you are not on here enough, interacting with me enough, Jennifer. Just because you're a friend, you're not off the hook. You got to earn that badge, girl. So we are small business owners, entrepreneurs, network marketers, direct sellers, those in MLM. And what we're trying to achieve here is learn modern social media strategies to build our business online. So we don't want to chase anybody about our business. We don't want to try to convince anybody to buy anything off us or come into business with us. We really want to learn how to attract people to us online by using various online strategies, from, attraction marketing to branding to engagement strategies, what you post, how you post, where you post, all those kind of things. So we talk about, lots of different things on learning how to leverage social media to build your business. If you are part of my free Facebook community, which is a Facebook group called Social Media Strategies for Home Business Owners, put the fish down below. So the fishy is representative of a free group. I'm going to be commenting like crazy woman. I want the badge. Okay, I'll look forward to that, Jen. Hey, Dawn, how are you? Great to see you jump on. So put the little fish down below if you're in my free Facebook community. And if you are in my private coaching community called Online Crew Coaching, you guys get to put the cruise ship down. This is the SS Martin. This is representative of Shed Skitless, which one day on live I was trying to say, hey Geeta, how are you? I was trying to say scared shitless. We're talking about live video and it came out the wrong way. So we've named the ship and we're striving to get, love the fishies, Shannon. We're striving to get on this cruise ship in 2020 together so we can meet in person. Who is with me? Put the word me down below if you're striving for that. So I'm going to be on there drinking my margaritas. What is your choice of poison? Let me know. So let's get on to the content for today. So what might you be missing, and what's the one thing that if you're not getting very far with prospects, you're not really getting any reaction from prospects, it usually comes down to, there could be many reasons, but I want to highlight one. So this isn't the be all and end all, but this is a huge component of whether you are getting a reaction from your, bring on the margarita, Jen. Absolutely. Oh, Carol's having a whiskey. Very nice. Is that on the rocks, Carol? That's very cool. So it could be a missing ingredient. And what this missing ingredient, and I don't want you to just hear the missing ingredient and then jump on this live. You need to hear me out because there's a bit of an explanation that goes behind this. So don't just listen to the thing and then go away. You need to listen to the thing, but listen to the interpretation of the thing to make a difference in your prospecting, whether that is online or offline, mind you. Because this thing is, oh, she's having it neat, no eyes. Oh, Carol's hardcore. We need to realize that even in social media, oh, Cindy, you're a girl of after my margarita, gin and tonic is my next on the list. But you got to have lime with it. Are you a lime girl, Cindy? Sorry, I'm getting distracted by alcohol. Olive's having a lime margarita with me. Woohoo! So stop talking about alcohol, Helen. Let's get back on track here. So there's sort of a missing piece with social media is that a lot of people sit on social media and not dictate, some do, but we just sort of talk. But there can be a massive missing connection with the words that you use. Hey, Lords, how are you? Great to see you on live. Yes, Cindy's having lime as well. Stop talking about margaritas, Helen. Okay, back on track. So we can have a missing connection with what you're saying in lives, and also if you use Messenger a lot to prospect, you may be missing this piece as well. So the big word, the big thing that I'm talking about is relatability to your prospect and what's happening in their world. Not your world, their world. And relatability to that. So let me explain. Please listen to the explanation so I can make sense of that for you. Jenny, you like the way I think to Cindy? Yeah, absolutely. So if somebody's not responding to you, if you're not getting a reaction with whatever you're talking about, proposing, asking, trying to intrigue someone's curiosity, if you're not getting a reaction that you want, you're not getting the result that you're looking for, you're not relating to them in their world. It's about what you want from your world. Okay? Same thing with lives on social media. If you are not relating to the person that you are talking about with what they need, what might they might be looking for it. Hey Kelly, how are you? Didn't know you're on live. Good to see you on live. You know what they need and what's important to them. Huge missing piece, guys. So it's not about I've got this. You know, would you be interested? We never want to use the interested. Was that yesterday's live or was that in my coaching community? I can't remember where I am, who I talk to and what I say. I might have mentioned it here. Oh, I don't know where I mentioned it. But just please use the word open and not interested. If that was in my coaching community and not here or here, I can't remember. Doesn't matter. But we don't want to use the word would you be interested in looking at, sort of what I've got. It's would you be open to looking at. So nobody likes to think that they're, thanks Kelly, nobody likes to think they're not open to looking at things. So we open the door, but when you open the door and you make the initial sort of introduction, then we need to relate to the person in their world, what they need, what's going on in their life, how this might be beneficial for them, not what we've got and it's really exciting and, you know, do you want to be a part of it type thing. So it's huge connection and relatability to where the other person is. And I'll say it again, if you're not getting the reaction that you want, if you're getting messages that are going unresponded to, you know, somebody's not excited about what you're talking about, you're not relating to them enough and what's going on in their world. And I've got 5 tips for you, so please stay with me. Oh, I've forgotten the clock again. On we go. So it's it's about, you know, what they need and knowing their pains and solutions. And so I've got 5 tips for you to try to help build that relatability. When somebody relates to you, they're listening, are they not? So when you say something and somebody relates to you, they're going, that's so me. Yes, that's what I need. Yes, I can relate to that. When somebody relates, yes, Jen, connection and relatability. If you're missing the connection and you're missing what's going on in their world and what they need, whether that's whatever your product offers, like health or travel or jewelry or skincare or whatever it is that you do, you know, or the finances side of it, then they're not necessarily going to connect with what you've got to offer. Okay, so I'll give you some tips with this in a second. But social media is something you really need to be careful of in things like what I'm doing now, Facebook Live, you know, and how you're talking and how you talk to your audience. You don't just want to dictate a whole lot of information. You actually want to have your audience relate to you. But also a big one is Messenger. So how are you writing your messages to people that you are trying to connect with, engage with about your business? And you've got to have that relatability there with that individual. This is why blanket messages don't work for people in this industry. If we're missing what they need, we're really missing the mark. Absolutely, Jen, you nailed it. It's not about what we've got. You know, sometimes it is when there's exciting things happening, but that's not the be all and end all. It's about, you've got to connect with the person and find and get them to relate to what you're talking about or what you're doing or what you're excited about. They need to relate to it to have any kind of engagement. I'll say it for a third time. If you're not getting any reactions from people that you're prospecting, if you're not getting the response that you want, you're missing a massive key component of relating to your prospect in where they are in their world, what they need, what they might be looking for, how whatever it is that you have might be of benefit to them. Am I making sense so far, guys, before I get into the tip? Can you just put the word yes down below or send me some likes and loves? Jen's going crazy on the interaction because she wants a top fan badge. Jen, if you want the top fan badge, you have to come back here again and again and again. Can you deal with that? You deal with me in Messenger. Can you deal with me on lives every day, girl? Hey, Terry, how are you? Good to see you jump on. It does make sense. So people, so it's making sense to you. Yes. Good to hear. So got some notes with my 5 tips to make sure I stay on track because I very easily lose track, like, you know, talking about margaritas and things. So let me just check. Yeah. So just reiterating sort of there, if your prospect is not relating to what you're saying, their guard is going to be up. It's sometimes, can you get on US time zone time? No, girl, you're on my time now, not your time. You got to turn up when I'm here. No, I'm not turning up when you're there. So if what am I trying to say? Jen's distracting me. So yeah, if somebody's got their guard up and they're really sort of skeptical, it can almost be impossible to break through that skepticism unless you can bring some some relatability to why this would be a good thing for them, why the product or the business would be something that would be beneficial for them in their life. Remember, it's not about what you have and what you've got. It's about, and yes, you may have something exciting to offer and you may have the most perfect product for somebody. You think that, but that's not where their thoughts are. Their guard might be up. So if their guard is up like that, you've really got to hone in on how can I relate to this person? What might they need? What question can I ask to find out what they need where this can be the potential solution? Okay, and if somebody, it really is that guarded and they're not open to looking at what you've got, that's okay, guys. There are billions of people on social media every month, 2.5 billion every month on, social media. There are more fish in the sea. Just move on. And no doesn't mean no forever. No just might mean just not right now. I'm not really getting what you're offering me right now, or I don't have the space for it in my life right now. Cool. Move on. Don't dwell on it, because not everyone's going to appreciate what you have. But if you can relate to the person and get them to relate to you, vice versa, hey Tammy, how are you? Then you might have a higher success rate in opening the door for that conversation and helping the person explore what it is that you have to offer. Makes sense? Good to see you on, Bella. Hello, Rob. How are you? So let me get onto these five strategies to help you, okay? So the first one is, hey Sean, how you going? Good to see you jump on and saying hello to Henry. If you're not aware, Henry, hello Laura, good to see you on. Henry is our little fish here. He guards Palm Cove when I'm not here. So Henry was my little replacement for Harley. Harley's my little puppy who went from here to here and got a little bit unmanageable on my live. So now we've got Henry. So thank you for saying hello to Henry, Sean. So number one tip is model your business and your discussion with your prospects. Like, do you remember, if I put it in this way, like the local corner store, the local corner deli? Do you remember the old days where most little corners on streets had a little deli? They just don't exist anymore because the big chains, take over. Yeah, at least he won't bite me. Good comment, Sean. Harley's done that before on screen, but Henry I'm pretty safe with. But the big chains have sort of pushed them out and I can't compete price-wise. But you'd go into your corner deli, everybody knows everybody's name, and they know, it's like the hairdresser. They know a lot about your life, and there's this massive relatability of the corner store. So treat your business like you would do, the corner store, where you know everything about everybody. And take this in context, guys. I'm not saying interfere in people's lives and all the rest of it, but your relationship and your rapport with the person is key. And this, when it comes down to, again, it's not about you and what you've got and what you want. It's about making the other person feel like they are the only person in the world and you want to help them, okay? So model your business like the corner store is number one. Hey, Cheryl, great to see you on. Number two, ask questions of the person that you are talking to, whether that's an individual in person, whether it's somebody you're prospecting on Messenger, however you're connecting with people. Ask questions before you bring up your business. If you go straight in regarding your business, it's very much, this is what I've got and I want you to be a part of it. Now, some of you might think, well, that's not a bad thing. It's not, but they're not going to relate to what you need before they relate to what they need. People will relate to what they need. When you have a conversation with somebody and they say something and you're like, that makes so much sense. I can totally relate to that. And now they're glued to the conversation or what you're saying, and now they're connected and engaged with the conversation because they can totally relate to what you're saying. So, you can even say things about your life that the person is going to relate to. And they go, yeah, I feel exactly the same way. So you've got to have that relatability there. But you're not going to necessarily know where someone's at unless you ask them some questions first. Okay? So work out what drives them first. When you know what pushes someone's buttons, when you know what makes that person tick, and you ask the right questions to find out a little bit more about where they're at or, what they're up to, things like that. Make a friend before you make a sale. Is it going to take you a little bit longer? Maybe. But is that maybe potentially more effective than going in with what you need? Make sense, guys? So make a friend before you make a sale. Establish a need before you offer a solution. Ask the right questions and connect with the person and get some relatability going on. Ask some open-ended questions, or ask some questions that you're going to get the answer that you want. Or ask some questions where you're going to get yes, 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 I feel that way too. Yes, that's exactly where I'm at. Yes, I can relate. You hearing me, guys? When people are agreeing with you and what you're saying and the conversation that they're having now, they're relating to you. Now they might be open to listening to what it is that you've got to say about what you have to offer. Okay? Number 3, court your prospects, do not chase them. Yes, you want customers. Yes, you want business builders. You want to grow your business. I get that, so do I. But no one is worth chasing. If somebody is not open to it, hold your head high in what you've got to offer and just move on. Just move on. You don't need any one particular person. Yes, you need customers. Yes, you need business builders. If you're in this, the home-based business industry, but you don't need any one person. So don't get hung up on one particular person because it comes across as needy. As soon as you come across as being needy in some way, people are backing off already. So you've got to come across a way, you got posture, you're proud of what you're involved in, you're proud and you're going places with or without them. Come across with that kind of conviction and make them feel like they're missing the boat rather than, I really need you in my business. I just want somebody in my business. Like, it shows when you come across that way, okay? Hey, Gabor, how are you? Oh, I just missed your, just watching you live, but I can't stay. I'm on afternoon shift, Captain. Do what you need to do, Gabor. It's great to see you on live, even if it's quickly. I don't want headaches. No one does, Rob. So Sandrine must be on because Rob's just said hello to her. So, hey, Sandrine, haven't seen you jumped on. So it's absolutely critical in building rapport, building relationships, and building the connection, and that relatability is by asking the questions to get the information that you need. Oh, there she is. Hey, Sandrine. To get, to find out what they need, where you can go, you know what, I really think I've got something that might be able to benefit you. Ask the right questions to sort of lead to where you want to go. And that takes practice, guys, because you might dance around the edges for many messages and never really get to the point. That just takes practice. You don't want to dance around the edges so long that you never get to the point about what you're reaching out to them about. So, ask leading questions to get the information that you need, but establish what's happening in their world for them and say something like, I really think that, would you be open to looking at whatever, because I really think it could benefit you with whatever they have told you. If they've raised something in that conversation, then you can relate to them by bringing it back in the conversation. Someone's working way too hard, or they've got lack of money, or they can't go on a holiday this year because, X or Y, Z, all the rest of it. So it's really important to be where they're at, not where you're at, where they're at. Okay, make a friend first and the sale will come. Absolutely, Sean. Good point. So number 3 was court your prospects. Don't chase them. We don't marry somebody we just met, right? We go on dates. We get to know the person. We find out what they need, what they like, and we fulfill those needs and, all the rest of it. And then we might go on to marriage. But, you see my point. You don't need to chase anybody. Just work out where the person's at, be relatable to them, where they're at, what they're doing, whatever, and then offer a solution to something that you identify. Okay? Hey, Claudia, how are you? Finally caught me live. That's so cool. It's great to see you on. So number 4 is being, and these are all run in together, is, really being present with what that person is telling you, sharing you by the questions that you ask. So if you just lead in with one straight big bam message, that's really all about what you want, okay? We need to lead with meeting the person where they're at. How do you know where the person is at? Is by asking the right kind of questions about what's going on in their world, asking leading questions that lead into the fact of how hard they're working or whether they've got a lack of income or whatever it is, and then offering up, a solution. I think I've really got something that can, benefit you in X, Y, Z, or something that can help you with that. Something like that. And being really, really, so number 4 is being really, really present with that person what they're about, make them feel special. People don't encourage people enough. People don't say nice things to people enough. So when people do, it is noticed. When you compliment somebody, it makes people feel good. So be really present with what the person's saying. It's not about what you need. It's about what's going on for them, and really being in their world with them, complimenting them, just relating to them where they're at, like being really, really present with that person. It's the same with, when you're doing a live video, you need to be present with your audience and know your audience and your target market and what their needs and their pains and desires are for you to be able to offer the right solution. Who do I talk to here on my page? I talk to people in the home-based industry, network marketers, direct sellers, or whatever, that want to leverage social media to build their business online. I know who I'm talking to. I know who you guys are. I know what you're striving for. What content do I talk about? I try to give you tools and techniques and tips and strategies that either I'm doing in my business myself and I can talk from experience, that I've researched that's working really well out there in the marketplace, and tips that I think that can help you move your business forward. So hopefully you can relate to me with what I'm talking about, because I understand your pains and struggles. Does that make sense? So, and when I talk to you on a Facebook Live, it's like I'm talking to you in my lounge room. I don't sit here stiff-faced dictating to you about this kind of stuff. I'm here in a conversation with you, although I'm looking at myself on my phone. Does that make sense? Like I'm literally having a conversation with you, although that doesn't make sense, does it? Like, hopefully you know what I mean, that I feel like I'm talking to you guys on the other side of the screen, leaving comments here, and that I'm not just sitting here not caring who's on the other side of the screen, just delivering whatever content I think you need. I'm actually trying to, I hope you follow what I'm talking about. I'm trying to relate to you about your pains and struggles, because they're my own as well. I'm in the industry. I'm doing what you're doing. Hopefully you can relate to me in that I have put these things in practice myself. I hope you're following me. I know what I'm trying to say. I'm not quite sure if I'm executing it the right way. Tammy, that's so true. Don't want to be friendly, but I smile at them and say hello. Then they smile. Oh, a smile goes so far. I do that all the time. You're walking down the street and someone's just, and so I just smile at them. Put a smile on somebody's face today. That's maybe it's the end of the day for you. Or like Sean and Rob, it's like, 1 a.m. in the morning? I don't know who you're going to, just look at each other and make each other smile. Sorry. I love when you get orky. You're making fun of me, Kate. Oh, Kate knows me well. It's all good. So be really, really present in, your conversation with somebody and connecting with them. It's not something that it's 12:30. I thought you'd hit 1 now. I've got my times out a little bit, Rob. Okay, and the last one, number 5. Vulnerability is relatability. Okay, so, no, they never sleep, Kelly. Sean and Rob, I think they're just up round the clock. A few hours maybe. Get vulnerable yourself. Hello, Edith. Lovely to see you on. Hey, Vivi. So, Vivi, you jump on and I'm about to jump off. That's the effect you have on me, Vivi. No, I'm only kidding. It's 10:30 a.m. here. Am I? Yeah, no. You freaked me out there for a minute, Sandrine. I thought I'd gone live at the wrong time. Getting vulnerable with whatever your fears, skepticism, were yourself, what else am I trying to say? Even like the business that you're in, if you don't know all the answers, tell somebody, point to the system. You don't need to know all the answers. You don't need to be somebody you are not. You do not need to be the expert in your field. You do not have to know all the information within your company. We don't have to be the perfectionist at all. We just need to have a vision, a dream, a huge, massive care factor for the person that you're talking to, and relate to where they're at and their pains and struggles to offer them the solution that you've got, and then they'll start listening. when it all comes from your angle, from, what you need, or you might be really excited about something and it might genuinely be something to be excited about. But your prospect doesn't know that. They don't know anything about it. So we have to relate with the prospect first before we share the excitement. Do you hear me with that, guys? Can you send me some likes and loves if that makes sense? You might genuinely have something, amazing to offer somebody, or the most perfect product to help somebody with something they're going through, and you're excited about it. So that's amazing. That's awesome. But it doesn't mean that the person that you're talking about can relate to that at all. That's your world, what your experience, your knowledge. It doesn't necessarily mean your prospect is anywhere near being able to relate to your excitement, your product, your business, whatever. So connect with the relatability of the person, where they're at, their pains and struggles, what they might need, how you can help them before you share your excitement about what you're you're talking about. Okay? Now, some people in this industry might go, well, that's a whole lot of coggly wash. There's no one for the dictionary, Sean. Coggly wash. I don't know where that came from or why I said it, but it's a word. Coggly wash. No idea where that came from. So some people might think that's a whole lot of coggly wash and just go in hard. I've got this, you need to part of it, you're going to miss out, all that kind of stuff. Try it on, see how it goes. It might work on a couple of people, but it's not going to be a long-term strategy. It's only that there's not enough people sitting out there going, hit me with it. That's exactly what I'm looking for. If you can find people like that, then awesome. But it's not mainstream. It's not where most people sit. Most people sit with skepticism. Most people don't have enough money. Most people are like, oh, I don't know. Most people have got some kind of history with network marketing that gets in the way. The majority of people will sit in skepticism, won't they? It's just reality. It's unfortunate, but it's just reality. So where we can increase the results, yes, Laura, you've just said it, perfect timing, gotta be, that's very Australian, Laura. Got to be relational. Relatable. Relational and relatable. And all those things that I mentioned, like treat your business like the corner store, ask the right questions, be authentic and real yourself. If you don't know all the answers, it doesn't matter. I don't know all the answers in my business. I'm still learning myself. I don't need to know all the answers. I've got uplines that have got the answers. So I get myself out the way and let them do the talking because I don't need to know. It's not important. And remember, everybody's watching what you are doing. So if you're going in with all the information, all the answers, all the rest of it, then people that get into your business, they think they need to do the same. They don't. Follow the system. Okay? But you're not even going to get to that kind of conversation if you can't relate to your prospect. Where are they at? What are they going through? What are their needs? And then come in with a solution about something. Would you be open to looking at something that I think might be really beneficial for you? So you're coming from a place of, I'm sharing this with you because I care about you. I'm sharing this with you because I think this might be beneficial for you in, XYZ way. So now you're relating to them in their world and what they, may be looking for. Unless you come from that place, you're just spruiking out what you have got and what you think they should look at. Nobody likes to be told what to do or what to look at. People need to come to their own conclusion that they want what you have. So you have to lead them to that conclusion with the things that you say and relating to the person about what they might need or could get benefit from or whatever. Has this made sense, guys? Has this given you some kind of food for thought? Oh, so Kate's tried to put it in words. Coggly wash. Coggly wash. Well done, Kate. See, Sean, Kate's even put it in words that you can add it to the dictionary. Kate, you know me well. I've got all these words that I make up when I go live, just stuff comes out the wrong way. So Sean's creating a dictionary of Helen Martin words. And there's another one, coggly wash. Vivi, you always suggest politely according to what you think can benefit for them. Yeah, and suggestions, not telling. So good comment, Vivi. Suggestions. We don't want to tell, you should look at what I've got. It's amazing. It's got this and that and this ingredient and that, and it can do this and that and whatever. Whoops, timer's gone off. See, Vivi, I'm still using it. So yeah, good point, Vivi. Okay. Helen, coggly wash, nonsense, bull dust, silly, unedified jargon, e.g. Helen does not speak coggly wash. Ah, thank you, Kate. I do sometimes, but I just come out with funny words. Police, Vivi, time is up. Oh, okay, I've been told. Vivi has told me. Vivi Police is on. I gotta go, guys. That's it. I'm over. Did we get value from today? Put the word value down below. Let me know if there was something in this live video that made you think a little bit differently about what to... Hey, Vicky, how are you? I'm just about to jump off, but lovely to see you jump on. If there's something in this video that just gave you a little bit of food for thought as to how you can relate to your prospects a little bit better than perhaps you have previously, let me know. And for those of you, good to see the comments coming in and the likes and loves. Thanks, guys. Value, thanks. Bisies. There's another word. That wasn't my word, though. That's your words, Kate. So awesome. Thank you, guys, for your comments. I appreciate that. So I will see you same bat time, same bat channel tomorrow. I'll look forward to seeing you then. Bye, guys.